So hi, hope you're doing well, Vivek.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well too. Thank you, and thank you for accepting our invitation to be a part of our Beyond Dream series by NextGen Entrepreneur team. And today we are joined in by Vivek Mittal, and he is the founder director of Yugasa Software Labs. So let's see a brief about their startup, right? So Yugasa Software Labs is founded in 2015, and they are based in Gurgaon, and they offer software and app development services to multiple sectors, including food delivery, e-commerce, real estate, education, and more. They have filed two patents and have received more than 10 awards from reputed organizations. To name some, the CEO India, CV Magazine UK, and CIO Review Magazine, and more. So we are really happy to have you with us today. And please, we'd like to know more about yourself and your entrepreneurship journey. How it all started, what induced you to start the startup, and more. Please.
Sure, Mayuri. Thank you for having me in this meeting today. So, I'm Vivek, and I've got a collective experience of around 18 years in the industry. And I did my graduation in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I did my master's from BITS Pilani in AI and machine learning specialization.
Mm-hmm.
And we started Yugasa in 2015, in
Okay.
October 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And the company started with, as you mentioned, custom software development around web development, mobile app development, and custom software development.
Mm-hmm.
And we have done business in more than 26 countries so far,
Okay.
and we have delivered 600 plus projects,
Mm-hmm.
and 80% of our business comes from repeat clientele. So, other
Okay.
than the awards and accolades which you have just now mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
so the precious awards which we have is the good feedback from our customers.
Mm-hmm.
And in late 2020,
Mm-hmm.
or we can say in early 2021,
Mm-hmm.
we started our own product. So
Okay.
Yugasa Software Labs primarily started with services,
Mm-hmm.
as I mentioned. And in 2021, early 2021, we started our product called Yugasa Bot.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So this is an AI-enabled SaaS platform
Mm-hmm.
which can be used to create omni-channel chatbots and virtual assistants. So
Okay. Mm-hmm.
these virtual assistants can be prepared in no time
Mm-hmm.
and with the help of our platform. And so these are the bots which are omni-channel bots.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
means that these virtual assistants can be placed on any communication channel
Uh-huh.
where your visitor can visit you digitally. So these
Mm-hmm.
bots can be available there to address the queries of those users,
Mm-hmm.
and they are AI-enabled bots, and these bots can talk in more than 100 languages with users
Okay.
across. Yeah,
So
so
like
that is the
usage would be in retail, like what, like any other, omni-channel as you mentioned, it be mostly for retail purposes or even in other industries, even in healthcare and more, which could be.
when I mentioned omni-channel. So what I meant was the channel of communication or the
Mm-hmm.
presentation layer, which is like
Okay.
it can
Mm-hmm.
be WhatsApp, website, mobile app,
Okay.
and
Okay. Uh-huh.
industry point of view, AI is basically domain agnostic.
Mm-hmm.
So we started our product with being domain agnostic, and we
Mm-hmm.
cater to every industry, real
Okay.
estate, education, healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, 2022, we pivoted to healthcare domain, and
Okay. Mm-hmm.
so the clients which we had earlier from different domains,
Mm-hmm.
they helped us actually mature our product and to make it more feature rich.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have actually pivoted to healthcare domain, and we are
Okay.
creating custom features and
Mm-hmm.
a 360-degree solution for the health industry.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. And also, like, stepping into multiple domains would really have, you need much expertise, right? In a team, I could see how much expertise your team would be. So we'd like to know, like, every startup would have the initial challenges. So how was it for you? Like, how you started it? Like, it was a one-man army kind of a thing, and then you found your co-founders and your team, or it was all like you have your peer group, you all started together or what other challenges you had in the initial stages?
Yeah, so definitely starting a company is just like lifting your both the feet above the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that is actually necessary to take a jump. You cannot take a jump by keeping one of your feet on the ground.
Right.
So definitely when that happens, a comfort zone is left out,
Mm-hmm.
and that happened with us also.
Mm-hmm.
But our preparedness while starting the business was done well. So Yugasa is actually not our first venture.
Okay.
In 2008, we started one venture. So that we continued for 1.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and we got a lot of experience from that venture,
Mm-hmm.
and that we did along with our jobs.
Okay.
So at that time we realized that business is not a side thing, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
cannot do it with the job.
Okay.
So when we started in 2015,
Mm-hmm.
so how we started it was that my other co-founder Ashish,
Mm-hmm.
he started it first, and
Okay.
I kept myself in job,
Mm-hmm.
and so the company is completely bootstrapped.
Mm-hmm.
So family funds and some funds from my salary, these were the funds which we were actually putting in the company
Mm-hmm.
to start it. So initial journey was very tough. Ashish
Mm-hmm.
put in a lot of hard work and efforts to
Mm-hmm.
bring it from 1% company to 90% company today.
Okay.
And so that was the initial efforts which Ashish put in, and the
Mm-hmm.
financing in a way was done by me.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2020, I joined the company.
Okay.
Uh, our new product, which I just now mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
Yugasa Pod.
Mm-hmm.
And now we are both full time into it, and we
Mm-hmm.
both are the co-founders.
Okay, that's really inspiring. I mean, you learned your experience, you got an experience before, and then how you kind of used it in your new venture. It's really it'd be inspiring for people, and also like to know, like to have a stability, right? To have a stability, how you share and compromise on things, and it's really inspiring to know. And as you mentioned, you joined in 2020. That was like the year of pandemic, right? And also you have a new product which is a kind of a pandemic baby. I pursue like pursue. So what is that story like? What you how was your pandemic journey? And because any startup which stays well in the pandemic stays well in anything, right? And any challenge yeah, that could possibly occur. So how was it for you, Gasa?
No, actually, for software development companies, pandemic was not bad actually, and rather it was an opportunity because
Mm-hmm.
during this pandemic, a lot of digitization happened.
Okay.
So, whatever digitization was supposed to happen in coming 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
that probably happened in these 2 years of pandemic.
Yeah.
Because everything locked down, and
Mm-hmm.
the businesses who were totally brick and mortar businesses earlier,
Right.
and they probably might never have thought that they will go digital, they
Mm-hmm.
had to go digital, right?
Yes.
So during this pandemic, software companies actually saw a lot of business coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and that is where we also saw it as a kind of an opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to actually grow our software business. And we
Mm-hmm.
started this product in 2020, and
Okay.
the product which we started actually uh, is a digitization at a next level,
Mm-hmm.
so these are bots, so they are actually uh, I'm not saying replacing human beings, but
Mm-hmm.
they are reducing the burden of humans a lot significantly,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that
Mm-hmm.
the human workforce can do more productive work.
Mm-hmm.
So the repetitive queries, or the queries at odd time,
Mm-hmm.
uh, these all these queries can be handled by bots, and that
Mm-hmm.
too with the power of AI. So
Okay.
that actually reduced a lot of requirement of deploying human workforce for these mundane jobs,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we saw this pandemic as an opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
and we did try to ride the wave, and
Okay.
grew our team also at that time, and we
Mm-hmm.
started this new product also during that
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So and also like coming to software.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I understand that for most of the industries or many industries, pandemic
Mhm.
was not a good period.
Yeah.
Uh, that is not the case for software industry,
Mhm.
fortunately. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, and I think maybe it would be like, remote work, like other team challenges you had during pandemic, that could have been the case, right? But not in the business aspect itself, yeah. Not directly affecting the flow, but still your team, integrating them and getting a product done, and some other challenges would have been there. I still.
Yeah, actually, pandemic was a surprise for every industry, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a surprise for us also. If
Okay.
not in terms of business, so definitely, as you are saying, that in
Mm-hmm.
team management, it was
Mm-hmm.
definitely a new thing which we had to think about.
Yeah.
And again, fortunately for software industry, work from home is also not that big a challenge because
Mm-hmm.
most
Yeah.
of our work happens on computers and online,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so that was definitely not a challenge. So our employees, we have a lovely team, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So they all cooperated us
Mm-hmm.
tremendously in
Okay.
that time,
Mm-hmm.
and every one of us started working from home.
Mm-hmm.
And so managers took the responsibility there to get the
Mm-hmm.
work done, and uh, the the lowest layer in the company, even the freshers and low experienced people,
Mm-hmm.
they came out to be very mature and very responsible people at that time, and
Okay.
everyone
Mm-hmm.
cooperated, everyone supported.
Mm-hmm.
So work from home, it came like a breeze for us,
Mm-hmm.
and that also helped us in recruiting pan India. So
Okay. Yeah.
because
Mm-hmm.
earlier location used to be a constraint,
Mm-hmm.
so hiring someone from South India and asking him to relocate to North, that
Mm-hmm.
used to be a challenge. But
Mm-hmm.
with work from home being in place, so anybody can work from anywhere.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
still a lot of our team members are working from home,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't plan to displace them either.
Mm-hmm.
So work from home really turned out to be a good thing for us.
Okay, okay, that's interesting to know, from your, your company's perspective, how it was the pandemic, and thank you for sharing. And also, we see that, software companies, we have many software companies, and it's very competitive field, right? Like providing services or any product, proprietary product also. Like, where you place your product or your company's value proposition in the competitive market of software?
So when we started Yugasa in 2015,
Mm-hmm.
the problem statement which we were addressing was the quality and the genuinity of software development companies. There are a lot of
Okay.
software development companies at that time also. There were a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
But because we both co-founders, we have an experience in software development
Mm-hmm.
and in both services and product.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually at that time during our jobs, we
Mm-hmm.
realized that quality is a big problem in the
Mm-hmm.
industry. So
Okay.
customers generally don't get what they are promised in the beginning. And for the software development companies, also processes are not very much mature, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it becomes very difficult for them also to genuinely give the promised or committed quality.
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
then there were tussles like CRs or payments or these kind
Mm-hmm.
of things, which
Mm-hmm.
is very common in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So we came into the scene to address this problem,
Mm-hmm.
and we put the processes in place and
Okay.
proper documentation, and
Mm-hmm.
we actually tried to address, and we were actually very successful in addressing that domain, that
Mm-hmm.
problem statement which the industry had at that time, and that is how we got successful. Also, we got a very good response.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we started our product, so we started it at the right time, in the
Mm-hmm.
right country, and
Mm-hmm.
at the very right place, a very right thing,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
because this is an AI-enabled SaaS platform. So
Mm-hmm.
SaaS businesses are actually seeing a lot of traction, and
Mm-hmm.
that is the way going forward for every business.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was complemented with the technology like AI.
Yeah.
So here we are actually solving a very big problem statement, which is the customer support.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a $1.3 trillion customer support market, and
Okay.
the stats are shocking
Mm-hmm.
that only 80% customers are reported to be satisfied with the traditional customer support processes. You know,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and especially after COVID, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
population came online, and
Yeah.
new generation, which is called Gen Z
Mm-hmm.
and so-called millennials.
Mm-hmm.
So this population is completely online today. They are
Yeah.
very confident population,
Mm-hmm.
and they are kind of impatient also.
Mm-hmm.
So they want instant replies to their questions.
Yeah.
And this population wants to remain in contact with their brands, with their vendors continuously throughout their journey.
Mm-hmm.
So before doing a purchase, they want to be well informed about the product. During the
Mm-hmm.
purchase, they want to be well informed and well supported by someone
Mm-hmm.
for the purchase. And after the purchase, they want channels to give feedback and to
Right.
purchase more if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
So throughout their journey, they want to remain in contact with the brands.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not very easy for all these brands to deploy human workforce for
Yes.
solving this. So
Mm-hmm.
that is where bots are coming into picture now.
Mm-hmm.
And because of this only, 80% of the businesses today are actually planning to overhaul their communication strategies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big number.
Yeah.
And there are reports which say that by 2026 or 2027,
Mm-hmm.
about $80 billion will be saved from the support industry with the help
Okay.
of bots.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so basically, these are the kind of problems which we are
Mm-hmm.
trying to address by being in the
Okay.
market with the good quality and at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the detailed overview. And also it's good to know, how you learned from the corporate life, and from other like gaps and lack limitations from there and streamlined your processes accordingly and took it as a learning point. And then also I really agree with that, like customized or personalized. Customer service is actually now in its blooming field, like everywhere it's coming, and we also look forward to it, and also we look forward to see Yugasa boat, in all the industries, and it having a widespread of acceptance and more, and we really look forward to it. And all the best for your products and more, Mr. Vivek, and thank you for your time today. And we'd like to, as an ending point, we'd like to know about your most rewarding experience, like from your starting point till now, any couple of most rewarding experience which you felt, which could be from your team, internally, or customer experience, or anything which if you would like to share with us.
In fact, there are a lot of them since starting. So, grabbing our first customer was in
Mm-hmm.
itself such kind of an experience,
Mm-hmm.
both in the services side as well as in the product.
Mm-hmm.
So, and by the way, in the product, our first customer for Yugasa bot, which we grabbed,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that is one of the above average paying customer for us. And
Okay.
all our customers are lovely people, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
and they they understand us very well. We understand them.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot actually choose one or two instances
Okay.
throughout this journey, because
Mm-hmm.
a entrepreneur's journey is just like
Mm-hmm.
a roller coaster. So there are
Yeah.
lows and there are highs.
Mm-hmm.
So, and fortunately, there have been a lot of highs for us.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, recently, we have been actually selected as finalists for GTIC 2022. So
Okay.
this
Mm-hmm.
is a, global tech innovation competition
Mm-hmm.
held by KPMG
Mm-hmm.
worldwide. So we are the India finalists, and
Oh,
this month
great.
only
Mm-hmm.
we got promoted. So this is like, for example, one of the highs.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
exciting moments for us.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of them like that. So once there was a moment when we got a very big project and we increased our team to, so 25% of our team got increased. That happened in
Okay. Mm-hmm.
2020.
Mm-hmm.
So there are lots of such moments
Mm-hmm.
which I cherish, and I only
Okay.
remember those
Yeah, that's really nice, and congratulations for being selected as a finalist. And we are really proud to have our Indian nomination there, and really proud to see Yugasa there. And also, like, we'd like to know like two takeaway points for aspiring entrepreneurs. What you'd say as a word of advice or suggestions or anything from your experience for.
uh, there can be a lot of advice for the entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have to give two of them, so one would be to start early
Mm-hmm.
and to experiment early,
Okay.
because it is always the right time to start.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one. And second thing is that never think business as a side thing. So if you have
Mm-hmm.
to start a business, then it has to be wholeheartedly done and with
Okay.
full dedication and full focus.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if you are trying to do it along with your job or any other activity in parallel, then you are not giving full justice to the business or your aim there. So
Mm-hmm.
these are the two advices I would like to give to the budding entrepreneurs.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time today, Mr. Vivek, and it was really good to have the conversation with you. And we really learned a lot from your experience, and we hope the audience also would, get the best out of it. And thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Mayuri. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.